Championship weekend in the Power 5 starts with the Pac-12 tonight in Las Vegas, Sin City, getting the eye of all of college football fans. USC looking for a bit of payback, maybe with its only loss in 2022, coming to the Utes, but trying to remain in the college football playoff picture there. Meanwhile, number 11 Utah most likely has other plans, seeking a second straight league title and a shot at maybe a Rose Bowl redemption there when it comes to these two. Before they get busy out west, we got some more business to take care of. Conference USA champs will be decided on CBS Sports Network 30 minutes before that at 7:30. Got UTSA seeking their second straight conference title, while North Texas is hoping for their first conference title since winning 2004, the Sun Belt. That one, as I mentioned, at 7:30, and then 30 minutes later, we get busy in the Pac-12 between the Utes and the Trojans and Lincoln Riley and Crew. Before we get to all of that, we got to bring in the czar of the playbook, Emory Hunt here on HQ. Haven't seen you in a while, buddy. I appreciate you not putting on the tie. You know, South Beach. You know, I feel that right now coming through, but it's pick season. I get it. That's what you do here, conference championships. Let's start there with the Pac-12 there. USC 11-1 after going 4-8 last season. Thinking of the CFP, as I mentioned, along with that, handing that one L or that one loss there when it comes to the Utes. What's your play in this one?
I'm going to lay the points with USC. I love the offense, as we saw earlier in the matchup. But I think their defense, what we saw last week versus Notre Dame, gives me some confidence. They have learned a little bit. They're going to get a few stops against the Utes, and they'll be able to cover this spread. But it's all about whether or not Utah's offense is able to replicate what they did in that first matchup up in Salt Lake City, and we'll see if that's the case. But I do think USC's defense showed a little signs of life last weekend against Notre Dame. I like them to cover here against the Utes.
All right, take the Trojans at 2.5 there, along with Caleb Williams, who might be the front runner when it comes to the Heisman when it's all said and done. Over in Conference USA, the Roadrunners look 8-0 in conference play this season. Defeated North Texas 31-27 at home back in October. What's your play in this one?
I love Frank Harrison, what he does at the quarterback position. He's an experienced guy. Showed you how much these college programs have benefited from guys that have a lot of experience. You talk about Hendon Hooker at Tennessee. Frank Harris is an older prospect, lefty, does a great job in just moving the football down the field. I think they'll take care of business in a significant way. They've been one of the better teams in the last couple of seasons, and no one is talking about them this year and how well they're playing. I think they take care of business in a big way against the Mean Green. I'm laying these 8.5 points.
All right, so that's Friday. Saturday will be a busy day in college football. Let's start in the MAC here. You get Akron taking on Buffalo.
Makeup game here, and I'm pretty sure Akron wishes this game was forgotten about because they're going to face a Buffalo team that's playing excellent ball right now, going into a bowl game type situation. So for Akron, it's about, hey, we're getting guys some reps. We're going to show that we are a team to be reckoned with in 2023. But in this ball game, lay these points, these 11 points with the Bulls. I think they roll here against the Zips.
All right, in the SWAC, you got Southern and Jackson State. Deion Sanders could be the last time we see him on the sideline for primetime. What's your play in this one against the Jags?
Don't believe the hype, number one. He's going to be at Jackson State next year. But I'm going to lay these 20 points with Jackson State against Southern. They beat them 35-0 in the first matchup. And the reason why I like them big again against Southern, what Southern wants to do, up-tempo, spread the field, throw the football, lines up perfectly what Jackson State does well defensively in terms of getting after the quarterback and taking the ball away and playing great coverage on the back end. So that's why I also like the under here of 50.5. So I like Jackson State to cover, but I also like this under to hit as well.
Wait, so you don't like Prime going to Colorado or maybe USF? No? You don't believe in that?
How about this? How about Jackson State with their attendance and with the way they're building that program? How about them moving up to the FBS? That's the smarter play, in my opinion.
All right, book that. We're going to keep the tabs and see if that actually happens. We might run this back in the future. All right, in the SoCal, you got Furman taking on Incarnate Word. The Cards favored by 9.5 here.
They have the best quarterback in the FCS in Lindsey Scott Jr., who played at LSU, then played at Missouri, played at East Mississippi Community College, played at Nichols last year, and now is at Incarnate Word. He's another one of these experienced guys. 50 touchdown passes on the season so far. He's someone, to me, at 5'10", 220, size is not a skill, can play at the next level. I like him in this ball game. I like the Incarnate Word offense, and they may want to have a little bit more oomph in this game because their head coach just accepted the job at Texas State, and G.J. Kinney thought he was going to go to Tulsa, but he's going up the road to San Marcos. I look for them to lay these points with the Cardinals and also take the over because they score a lot. They score a ton of points, but they also give up a lot. So we should see a high scoring game, but enough for you, Incarnate Word, to cover.
All right, taking the over in the points here. In the Big South, you got Gardner Webb and William and Mary.
Coach Trey Lamb has done a fantastic job with Gardner Webb, young head coach. got his team to the playoffs and got a significant win last weekend. But Mike London, to me, at William & Mary, has done a fantastic job. No one expected this program, which is a sleeping giant, to be this good this soon under his tutelage. So lay these 10 points with William & Mary. They have a great defense, but I also like the under here because of that great defense. And I think they'll do a great job of getting some of these key stops early against Gardner-Webb, the running Bulldogs. So I like this under the hit, but I also like this offense of William & Mary with their run game and their timely, passing, efficient offense take full effect. So later 10 points with the Tribe.
Emory, I was looking at my playbook here and also the Sun Belt. I don't see the Raging Cajuns. Are they playing in the conference championship?
We already moved on to bowl season. We're getting ready for the bowl season. You know what I'm saying? So I'm also surprised that, looking at the rundown, I'm surprised your key card worked. Zach told me your key card was turned off.
It's never turned off. It happens in the first of the year, so I got a few more months before that actually happens. I just wondered. I just see the helmet behind you. I just had to ask. You always have.
We moved on to bowl season. We're trying to figure out who we're going to play in the Peach Bowl or something like some big bowl. I know we got some big bowl.
Yeah, still asking for Bama 2 years later. Emory Hunt is always breaking it down for us. The Cover 3 podcast. The crew shares their favorite college football picks, of course, before we get into championship weekend here. Download, of course, always check it out. The guys giving the skinny on Friday games and, of course, Saturday. And maybe some of those underdogs to take the straight-up money line sprinkles as well. Check them out.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.